Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium, and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. And the Yellow Jackets have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Wolves offense will have the opening possession of the game. The give on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it, it's Spencer. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Red Wolves can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school. But talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hybrid. I'm excited to watch this debut.
The Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to buy time. Creates a little room. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Rides the back on the offense. option to give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season, oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Robinson looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds a little space. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Hand off to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Offense set on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Red Wolves have pushed it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Red Wolves started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program... inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Off play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Here's a heat. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Using his legs, it's Strasburg. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Harrell. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Red Wolves had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the back. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The give out of the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Robinson will throw. He's got him in the flat. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Gives it on the option. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give. There he goes. He now has 62 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Got a man in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Robinson looking to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it in the middle with Stevens. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally
turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Finds space on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Harrell. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. You got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Braswell. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Slips a tackle. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Robinson will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Mariner. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB flat.
And the defense drags him down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the right receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harrell. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They'll give it to the back. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The timing needs to be precise on those out routes, and the quarterback just gave him too much ground to cover.
Yeah, and you got to know when to throw that. Right when he's breaking out of his break, I got to put that ball and put it on him. And you could tell the timing was a little bit off, just a little too much juice from the QB.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And This one is perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Makes the grab. It's Summers.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Punt is in the air. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Wide receiver going in motion. Robinson looking to pass. With the catch, it's Meredith. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give on the option. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. On the run, it's Spencer. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Bring in the heat. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 16 over New Mexico State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to get home.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wilson to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Bush. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Red Wolves have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
KJ George D. Burdell. KJ George D. Burdell.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Rides the back and leaves it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.